This is Lee with 82 Game and 12 here with YouTube channel Sons of Liberty 75, and this is going to be a remake of video 7 due to the fact that the sound was cut off somehow. That probably happened in editing. So if you watch that video, it got to a certain point, only like 11 minutes in, I think, and it cut the feed for the audio. I must have hit that button, not knowing it, when I was editing the video. So this will be a remake of video 7, which is still part of the 1240 turn. The French are still the army that's activated or performing their orders. And we're in the combat segment. And we need to do the assault phase. We finished the charge phase, now we're going to the assault phase. So let's do that. One thing I wanted to point out that I missed when I was looking through the charts, and that has to do with a morale check. Okay, right here. Morale check caused by offensive fire, defensive fire, 1. A morale check, MC, caused by offensive, defensive fire, attack. Okay, you're going to subtract 20 from the die roll. Failure loses 2 morale levels. So that's something to think about and not forget. And that's going to cause, I think, the attacker to be pushed back much of the time, unless they have really low morale level. So you want to be sure and do that. That also applies not only infantry versus infantry, but would apply to cavalry when you have that defensive fire. And this is during charges and assaults. It's not reaction fire and regular fire. This is taking place up close, where it was much more dangerous. The fire was much more lethal. And the fact that it was going to hit more troops, especially if they're packed. And something else, while we're getting into this, is the fact that there's really no need to really stack your assault troops, because if you ever get to cold steel, odds may help you, but those odds are not factored into the morale check for the defender during an assault. So you're better off attacking from multiple hexes and not trying to stack a large amount in a hex. That's just going to be a detriment for war when they fire on you, and which is going to help them place a morale check on you, on your unit, and then that is going to cause more than likely for that unit to fail their morale and then lose 2 morale levels. So, which the way this is all designed, I think they've done a really good job of creating the close combat to historical standards, I think. Maybe the more I play, I may change my mind, but I don't think so. I'm really liking the way that combat is all handled. Not only that, but the way skirmishers are incorporated into the system. And that's something I need to throw out, is I need to throw out skirmishers. I didn't do that in earlier turns, and I should have. They would have thrown out their skirmishers. Pretty much every British unit can throw out at least one skirmisher. So, and the French, most of, well, a lot of their units, not most of, well, it might be most, they can throw out skirmishers. So both sides should have skirmishers out, and there's really not that many skirmishers. We have the SEDs. They've been thrown out, but not the other skirmishers. And if you have 2 units that are stacked, only the top unit can throw out the skirmisher. You can't throw out, both of them can have skirmisher. You can't throw out 2 skirmishers. It can only be whoever's on the top, and they get to, throw out as many as they have. Something else I mentioned in the other video was about the game found. The next volume in this series has not been posted on GameFound for pledges. I was confused there. It was The Sound of Drums. That Napoleonic series, Battles of Napoleon, I think. That second volume, which has to do with Quattro and was it Wartenberg, I think, something like that, is already out for pledging. So, my mistake. I apologize if I got people really excited and they were searching and searching through GameFed and couldn't find it. I had a couple of messages. So, my apologies. And another thing is I need to be sure and not forget that when you're rolling for initiative, if you end up with a 0, there's a random event. So I think I'm kind of forgetting that. So, all right, let's get started here. We have the cavalry charges completed. And now we go right into the assaults. So let's get in here kind of close for some of these assaults. And I'm thinking that the way I've got this video set may only give me 10 minutes at a time or something. I don't quite understand. This is a new phone, and so it's got some different settings on the camera, and I think the camera's going to shut off. I think this is like it's boosted. So